Hi guys, welcome to our video on how we can use our PostMaster effectively to review our management information system when it comes to our mailing server. Now first, to start with, you have to log in as an admin into your PostMaster. Once logged in, you have to go to PostMaster, Core Settings, Configure, Log Settings. Here you have to enable the option MIS Log Settings. So select Normal, click on Confirm, and your MIS Log Settings will be saved. Next, you have to go to PM Email, Log Reports, MIS Standard. So here the MIS Standard maintains the detailed sender and recipient's reports for your emails which are being sent or received, followed by various top-end summaries for your users, SMS reports, as well as workflow reports. So these reports can be used to get the various statistics for different kind of users and communication method. Let's start with our first report, which is called the Email Details Sender Report. Let's click on View and check. Now here you have the view mode, which stands for the different users involved. So if you want to get the statistical data regarding your sender report, whether system users or all users, you have to specify that. So let's select users. Now I want to check users who are sending mail to outside domain. And here you have to specify the period of time during which you want to have a look of the mails which are being sent to this domain. Let's select our first user and click on View. So here it gives you the details of the sender, that is, this is your senders who have sent mails to Gmail domain. Here you get to see the date followed by the recipient email ID, the subject, and the size of the mail. We have also given you options either to download it into your Excel and keep it for your reference. Let's open the file and make you see how it looks like. Great. So here you get the details. Great. Let's minimize it. Then we have given you the print option as well. So if you want to print the same data, you can do it as well. And also we have given you option to save as into a different file name and use it for your reference. So this was regarding the email details sender report. So this gives the details of all the emails which are sent by the system, by the user, or by all your users. Let's close this. Next, you have the email details recipient report. Let's click on View. So it gives you the details of all the emails which are received by your system or the user or all users. Okay, so we have it here. Now under View mode, you can select all users. Now here, let's put in the domain filter to whom the mails were being received from. Let's put in Gmail again, the period of time, and click on View. So we have got our recipient report. Let's maximize. So this is the user, that is the system that you have. These are the recipient's ID followed by the subject. Now here you will get all the details related to all your users in your PostMaster. So you can see that user wise it is being given. So you have to set your filter accordingly for the statistics reports that you want to retrieve through the MIS model in PostMaster. Okay, so we have given all these options, that is, you can download it or export to Excel, print, as well as save as for all our MIS reports. Next, we'll just close this. And here you have top-end summary, that is your senders for users. Now these details are regarding the mails who are which has been received by the maximum senders to your internal users. What's that? Let's click on View. So here you can actually get the details who are your maximum senders to your internal PostMaster users. So you have the top n number. Now here the top n number refers to the count number. So the top n number shows the top n number of users that you have in your PostMaster. Here n is the number specified by your PostMaster admin. The report mode, again, you can check the report as per the count of mails or size of the mails. Then you have the view mode, that is system user or all users. Let's check one. Let's select report mode as count, view mode as users, view mode as users, include user types. I want to check for my local users. I'll specify the date here. I'll choose the first 2 users, and out of which I'll just put 6 and click on view. Let's wait for the report to come. All right. So here it gives you the recipients, that is the recipients that you have chosen, and who are the senders to this users. So you can see that these are all the senders to this user during that specific period of time. Similarly, you have the other 2 details as well. This was my second recipient that I have chosen. So here you have the 6 top users who have sent mail to your internal PostMaster user. Now here we have also given you options as pie chart. So if you want to view in a pie chart for more graphical representation, you can get it as well. Let's move to our other reports that we have. Similarly, for your top n summary recipients for users, now here it will give you the details for your top senders to the user. Next, you have top n summary, that is senders domain for users. Here it gives you details of the senders domain to your own user. Now this time let's select size. Let's select users, include the user type as my remote users, specify the day of time, and the top n number. Let's select 7 this time. I'll choose my users from here and click on view and wait for my statistics report to come. Okay, it's so fast. Now here it gives you the sender domain for the user. So who is my recipient? My PostMaster internal users, and the senders domain. So here it gives you the senders domain details of my 7 most top, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And here you will get the count number, the percentage, and the size of the total number of mails that has been being sent by this my sender domain. You can scroll down and check the report for your 3 users that you have selected. Let's go to our other reports that we have. Next you have your top n summary, that is recipients domain for users. Similarly, it will give you the details to your PostMaster user being the sender to the recipient domain. Next you have email details, that is external sender report. Let's click on view. So here it will give you the details of the external email IDs who is sending mails to your internal PostMaster users. Let's put in one email ID and check. So here it gives you the details of the sender, which is your remote ID, to your internal PostMaster users with the subject, the size, and the date itself. So this will give you the statistical data. Let's go to our other reports again. You have your email details, that is external recipients report. Here I'll put in one remote email ID and the date and click on view. So here it will give you the recipient to whom you are sending your mail by your PostMaster users. So here these are your senders who are your internal PostMaster users and who are sending to this particular email ID through your PostMaster. So here you will get to know who are the users who are sending maximum remote mails to this particular email remote ID. Next, you have the top end summary of your external sender email address. Let's click on view. Now here you again get to see the external sender email address. So here I'll just put remote email ID. I want to check with count and maximum to be as 6. Specify the date and click on view. So here it will give you the details related to the external user and the recipient for mails which are sent by the email address. Let's go back and check our other reports. Next, you have top end summary of your external recipient email address. So you can get the details by choosing the filters as per your need. So this gives you the external recipient email address. So let's broaden it. Now here it gives the recipients for the mails which are sent by the email ID. So who is your external user? This user. So it will give you all the details here. What other reports do we have? The top end summary of your external sender domain address. Let's check what is it all about. Now here I'll just put in the remote domain address count and click on view. Okay, so here is your report. So the external domain that you have is gmail.com, and here you will get the recipients for the mails which have received the maximum number of mails from this domain. Let's go back. Similarly, you can get your top end summary for your external recipient domain address. Next, you have SMS details report. That is, these are the details of all the SMSs that has been sent, received by your system or your user or all users. Similarly, we'll get to see the top end summary for your SMS sender report followed by SMS recipient report. Next, you have the workflow details report. Let's click on view. Now here, if you are using any workflow module through PostMaster, so here you can select the document type that you have in your workflow. Let's select this document type. Status is for all, that is whether it's pending, accept, reject or escalate. Let's select all, and the specific period of time. Let's click on view and check what is the status it shows. So it shows you the date, the status, that is, this has been accepted. What is this? Pending. Next, scroll down. If it is accepted or rejected, you will get different status representations over here. Now here, this is approved by whom, the subject, the time. So this is related to the document type that you use for your workflow module. Let's select another one. Here, let's select accept and the period of time. So here it shows you from the mail that was approved by the subject, the time and the date as well. So this gives you the workflow details report. Next, what you have the workflow summary report. Let's click on view and check the same. Under document type, I have selected all, status all. The range is either 8 or 24. Let's select 8 and the period of time. Let's click on view. So here you will get to see the range, that is the hours between which the number of mail count was this. Then you have the various workflow module, the workflow documents that you have embedded in your PostMaster. So it gives you the statistical data of it as well. So it is the summary of your workflow report. So this was regarding our MIS standard. Now we will talk about MIS exception. So the MIS exception starts with your ACL restrictions reports, which is the access control restriction report. So it will give you the reports regarding the missions to which you have given the access to your services or given any kind of restrictions. Then you have the RVL restriction report, which refers to your real-time blacklist. So the PostMaster MS module keeps a track of the IP addresses or the senders which are a source of generating harmful or unwanted messages. So you can get the report directly from the MIS exception. Then you have the SMTP sender block report. Now the SMTP sender block report will fetch you reports which will show you the emails or the domains names which will not be able to send any mails using the PME mail SMTP server. So if you want to keep a track of the report, you have to select the detail followed by date or the sender and the specific period of time. Click on view and it will give you the reports pertaining to the conditions that you have put in. So here the sender is this and the recipients that the sender has used. Here it will give you the reason as to why the person was not able to send the mail. Let's close this. Next you have SMTP recipient block, which will give you the reports related to the domains or the email addresses that will be rejected by the SMTP server. That is, mails for any recipient whose email or the domain names were listed will get rejected at the very PME mail SMTP server level setting. So here you can get that report as well. Next, you have the POP3 sender block report, which corresponds to the mails which will not be downloaded in your PostMaster. Other reports are SMTP max size, anti-spam restrictions report. If you have set any anti-spam restrictions report, you can view the same as well by following the given conditions as per your need. Now here in the report order by, you have mode and sender as well. That is, in what mode you want to search it. So if you have the report, it will generate and make it handy for you. Then you have SMTP max valid recipient, invalid recipients, followed by whitelist rejection, whitelist auto register report, and SMTP BCC restrictions report. So if you have set any kind of BCC restrictions for your PostMaster users, you can check the same under SMTP BCC restrictions reports as to what kind of mails. So the SMTP BCC restrictions report will help you to get the sender list who are trying to send in the mail away from your PostMaster with keeping somebody in BCC. So here you can keep the track of it. So the main objective behind our MIS model was to design, implement procedures, processes, and routines that provide the detailed structured reports in an accurate, consistent, and timely manner. And the same can be achieved through all these stated reports that you have discussed, that is under MIS standard and MIS exception. So this will come handy when you have to fetch reports related to your PostMaster enterprise. We have tried giving you every possible logs which will definitely help you to know your PostMaster related affairs. If you have any queries, kindly drop in a mail to support@qlc.in or give us a call back. Thank you.